Well, if you're taking breaks, guys, and you're having active recovery, make sure you actively recover, right? Recovery is so important. Here we go. First card on deck is going to be a king. And that's going to represent 10. Hit that up with some body squats. Next we have a 6. Hey Nathan, good morning. There we go. Next we have an ace. That will represent 10. Hey Karoom, what's up? It says from 155 to 172 within my first year of working out. I look much better thanks to Jesse and his workouts. Hey, thanks Karoom. Appreciate you taking the time. Say that. Yeah, making progress. We are in the process of it. Joker, 10 on deck. That's the next one. Next we have a queen. This will represent 10 as well. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh no. Hey Lori, if you're up, I totally forgot to bring my water down here. Could you bring me my water, please? Thank you. Next, we have a king. That will be 10. Yep. I don't think Lori's up. I'm gonna have to go get my own water. Sorry guys, my apologies. There we go. Next card we have is a 6. Yep. Here we go with a 2. Next we have an 8. Let's see what's going on. Bam. Next we have a jack. This will be 10. Subhand, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Subhand. You know whose birthday it is too? Yesterday was my mother's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. 10 on deck. Mom sent me a message last night saying that there was a, they were getting into it. They were having those pew-pew fights in front of the house again last night. 6. Not so great of a neighborhood. Yes. Sleeping in the basement's the best for that. 3 on deck. If it wasn't so, basement-y. Let's see, what's up? 3 on deck. Yeah. Next we have a 7. Hey, Enrique, what's up? Here we go. Queen, 10 on deck. Good morning, good morning. Hey, here we go. Drink your coffee. Start the day off right. Tell you what, even my biceps feel like they're getting jacked from this. Let's see. If you don't know by now, it's time to get familiar with the half rep range of motion. All you guys thinking you know something about working out, right? And you have no idea. Yeah, it's time to get familiar, guys. It's time to get familiar. It's way better. It's way better. You see development instantly. Instant development. How many pull-ups could I do? I could do them all. Every single one. Yeah. Hey guys, nothing like a cup of black coffee, right? I used to use this as an appetite suppressant in prison. I think that's why I started drinking so much of it. Yep. There we go. 9 on deck is the next one. Yeah, 100%. Why not full extension? Okay. Well, that's a great welcome to the show. All right, 10 on deck. If you're new to half rep range of motion, right? This half rep range keeps the pump in one spot the entire time. It doesn't allow the pump to be transferred to other muscle groups as in a full range of motion rep, right? The half rep allows us to focus and individually work that muscle group without passing the workload on to the next, right? It takes away from the pump. 10 on deck, doing a full range. This is the whole reason why I look the way that I do. I use the half rep. Creates a greater pump. Creates a greater pump. 7 on deck is the next one. Training every freaking day. Yes, I do. 2 times a day. Except for the weekend. Sunday is our members only workout. So those of you that take the time to become a member, we get to work out together with a cup of coffee on Sunday. 7. And then Saturday, I work out once in the morning, and then in the evening, that's my family time. It's the time I devote to hang out with my family. Here we go. Joker, this will be a 10 on deck. Hey, Shane is back in the chat. What's up, dude? Joker, 10 on deck. Did you make your pull-up bar from scratch or buy one? I bought it used. I bought this thing used off of a marketplace. I paid $100 for this whole thing. And honestly, it's a hunk of junk. Look how wobbly this thing is, right? I can barely touch it. It's all over the place. Joker, 10 on deck. Everyday Media, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. What I want to do is either, I don't know, like weld something on here or add another piece of, build it up a little bit. Honestly, it's 80% of what I need. What I honestly need is a power rack. You know, just a square that I can put safety rails in between. That would be ideal. 5 on deck is the next one, but this thing will make do. It'll make do until I get a power rack one day, right? The right one will come along. Power rack, that's what I need, man. You're so versatile. What's going on here, man? We're here getting jacked. 3. Where did I do my time? I did it everywhere. You create the system, not goals. I have goals. Indeed. 3. I have a lot of goals. Ace on deck is the next one. Do I consider myself an athlete? I'm athletic, I'll tell you that much. Ace, 10 on deck. Yeah, I think, I mean, I could perform at a high athletic level if I wanted to. 4, I would say that I'm a calisthenic bodybuilder, right? I'm a bodybuilder and I utilize calisthenics to do it, pretty much, right? So what I'm doing is I'm tucking my elbows in and I'm doing a close grip. What I'm doing is I'm blasting my forearms. My forearms are getting jacked. So is my bicep. A little bits here, a little bits there. Let's see, I don't take any steroids, but thanks for the compliment. Ace, that's 10 on deck. You know, I was just doing some YouTube surfing about all these other bodybuilders and whatnot. And honestly, I think I look a lot better than most of them who claim to be on steroids, right? I think apparently, I feel I look better than them. Yep. I'm not going to give any names, shout out any names, man, but I think these results I got with being natty and just doing high rep calisthenics, I look a lot better than these guys bragging about being on juice. You know what I mean? Jack, 10 on deck. And that alone should you know, the proof is in the pudding, you know. You know, the method that we're doing really works. Really does. There we go, 10 on deck. 10 on deck is the next one. This is the halfway point, guys. Thank you. We're halfway there. Age, I'm 43 years young. Yep. Trying to build your chest. Yeah. 10 on deck. Try getting some dips. I love doing dips for chest. Here we go, 10 on deck. Three on deck is the next one. You know what? I mean, listen, it's taken me my whole life to end up looking like this. A lot of it's my eating habits, right? A lot of it's my eating habits. Three on deck. Food really dictates how I look. Three. Yeah, I'm just figuring it out now. And I'm kind of half-assing it too, right? King on deck, this is 10. How do you work out without music? Well, I learned that one in prison. Yeah, I didn't have an option. Can I do muscle-ups? Oh, I could do muscle-ups. I love muscle-ups. Not down here in the basement, though. King, that would be 10. Yeah, dips are awesome. I use a walker, if you guys don't know. I do my dips off this walker here. And I got it at the thrift store. Cost me 12 bucks. And if you're new into doing dips, take a rubber band, place it on the top, put your hands on the rubber band, and then put your knee on that rubber band. And that will give you some assistance. Just like that. Then you're doing walker dips, right? Getting all sorts of jacked. Check out your local thrift store, guys. Get yourself a walker. For real. Here we go, next card. 4. Frank says, I used to be an alcoholic before discovering dips. Heck yeah, man, me too. 5. Listen, if you go to the thrift store, these things, they have a million of these things. They can't get rid of it. They'll honestly try to give it to you because they have so many of these, right? Repurpose it. Some guys tell me they got it for as low as $8, right? $8. Because all they do is sit around. Nobody needs those things. Yeah, buddy. 9 on deck. Now, I take it out to the park. Boy, I get some looks when I'm doing dips in the park, let me tell you. I say, hey, you want to come over and do some dips too? That's what I say. Jack, 10 on deck. 10 on deck. Hey, thanks, Everyday Media. Everyday Media says, consider signing up for Jesse's one-on-one coaching. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do offer one-on-one coaching. So if you're interested in that, JessePaulaCoaching@gmail.com. Here we go, we're doing 10. Here we go, 8 on deck. What's the best way to grow traps? Well, all I do is 10 minutes of shoulder shrugs, like this. I do that 10 minutes straight. 8. Usually I'll hold a broom handle or something, and I'll put my thumbs on it and I'll try and like apply pressure like this as I'm going up and down, right? We did it Wednesday. If you guys want to back up, we did it on Wednesday if you want to follow along with the trap exercise. Seven on deck is the next one. Ooh-wee. Why are people criticizing? You even work out to talk? 3. Well, the thing is, when people see me doing something, they're saying this can't be done without steroids. They're really just limiting themselves, right? They don't believe it's possible because they're not taking the time to do it, right? 3. They don't believe it's possible. Oh, ye with little faith. Ha ha. Welcome. Don't sell yourself short. Anything is possible. 9 on deck is the next one. How long do I work out? Usually an hour and a half, but we're making pretty good progress right now. We're 33 minutes into this. We have 9 on deck. We're already past the halfway point. I'm taking right now vitamin D, magnesium, zinc, and creatine. This is my stack. Jack, this is 10 on deck. Vitamin D, magnesium, zinc, and creatine. Jack. Why that grip on the pull-ups? Because I'm stimulating my forearms, right? My forearms, and apparently my biceps are getting jacked too. I can see the pump. I can feel it. Yeah. I'm just reading up on some of these chats I'm missing. I'm missing a lot apparently. Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for being here and a part of the chat. How to lose a bunch of stomach fat easily? Well, my brother lost about 75 pounds in about 2 months, right? All you gotta do is change your diet. Listen, the food you're eating right now dictates your body type, right? The physique that you have with the food you put in your mouth. That's why you look that way, right? We just have to adjust our diet slightly. When I tell guys don't put creamer or milk in your coffee, they lose about 10 pounds right away. Every little thing matters, you know? Four on deck is the next one. My brother lost 75 pounds in 2 months, man. He went from 250 pounds down to 150. And now he's doing one-arm pull-ups. You know, anything's possible when you're ready to make that change. Four on deck is the next one. Right? So, listen, I'm not saying you shouldn't drink milk, but if your goal is to be trim, you shouldn't, right? You got to eat towards your goals. I mean, if you cut milk and dairy out of your diet, instantly you will lose 10 pounds. I swear, 100%. Ten on deck. You cannot out-train a poor diet. Thank you, Lutz. That's the truth. Ain't that the truth? 10 on deck. So eat less. Is that the answer? Well, depend. Listen, first off, a lot of people, I find myself eating out of boredom, right? Because I do my 3-day fast every month. And during that time, I'll find myself just standing in the kitchen looking at the food. Why am I doing that? Because I'm bored. I don't really need it. I'm just looking at it because I'm bored. 2, yeah, there's, you could either eat out of pure nourishment, or you could eat out of like addictive behaviors too, right? Just because you want to do something. right? 2 is the next one. I get it. Eating food is fun. It tastes good, right? Why wouldn't you want to do it? I'm slowly but surely fine-tuning my diet. Fine-tuning it. Yeah, you can eat out of boredom. Listen, tell you what. Overeating will lead you to an early grave, right? If you're overweight and obese, that's the result, right? 6 on deck. I met a guy. He was overweight a lot, and he said his parents have already passed away at a young age due to their overweight. You know, they don't live long. Honestly, changing your food diets will make you live longer, right? You will live longer by eating better. Yeah, that's the best place to start. 6 on deck. You know, I was drinking alcohol every day. I drank a 6-pack every day after work, and I had a big old beer belly, right? I could tell that my eating habits were leading me down the road to self-destruction, right? I had to check myself before I wrecked myself, right? You know what I mean? I need to live longer. Well, I mean, that's what I did. I grabbed the 6-pack of beer on my way home from work every day, right? I drank it casually from as soon as I got home from work till I went to bed. I drank those 6 beers. Yeah, I became an alcoholic, right? I was wrecking myself with my own choices. My own choices were directing me towards that early grave. And my body was showing me, right? My body showed me that it didn't like what I was doing to it by creating a beer belly, right? It would say, hey, what you're putting in me is not working out so well, right? 8 on deck. I could put it on the scale, right? I could visually see a scale of my drinking habits. If I would have continued down this road, my body would have just deteriorated to nothing, right? I was helping that deterioration. 8, I had to check myself. Luke over here says, chin over the bar. Yeah, welcome to the show. All you guys that don't know, these are the half rep range of motion reps. So if you don't know, it's time to get yourself familiar so you don't sound like an old textbook reading dude who's sticking to it because they don't know any better, right? 4. Listen, people are only going above the bar because they were told to, right? They're just repeating what the next guy said before him. 4. Listen, I was one of those guys too. I get it. The first time I saw somebody doing a half range motion chin up, I thought, man, these guys look stupid. These guys aren't even doing a full range of motion, right? They're doing this half rep, whatever that is. I get it, man. I was one of those guys. I was making fun of them on the yard, but I looked nothing like them, right? They were jacked. I wasn't. And I was joking on them for doing it. But eventually I figured it out, man. I figured it out. I gave in. I gave it a try. It works, man. They work. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting though. It's really interesting. You know what it was? It was my ego. I had a big ego. I thought I knew better than the next guy. I wanted to be right myself. I wanted to be right. I had a big old ego. I'm like, I know what I'm doing and you don't. Right? Yeah. It's interesting, man. It's interesting, ain't it? Yeah, I care. Hey, thanks, Alfred. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to stimulate my algorithm with your comment. You haters out there, you don't realize how awesome you really are stimulating my algorithm. You guys don't stop. You guys are seriously pushing this content to the next man with the force. Isn't it funny? Queen, 10 on deck. 10 on deck is the next one. It's hard to find motivation, Biz says. That's a great topic of discussion. Queen, 10 on deck. That's probably the number one question I get. Queen, how do you find the motivation? And I tell them, motivation does not exist, right? It's discipline that is achieved through consistency of doing the same thing every day, whether you like it or not. That's what it's about. There is no motivation. You know, I'll be sick and tired or injured, and I don't feel motivated. Right? But it's the discipline. 2, it's the responsibility I have to you guys. I have the responsibility to be here for you, regardless of how I feel. 2, there we go. 5 on deck. 5 on deck. What about rest days? I don't rest days. Anything. 5. I rest moments. Rest moments. So Saturday and Sunday is the only moments that I will incorporate working out once a day instead of 2 times. That's my rest moment. Only working out once a day on the weekends. But that's just strictly for this 30-day process, right? We change things up every 30 days to keep the body in constant muscle confusion and adaptation. Well, I am bulking. I'm not trying to bulk, but I am bulking. I am constantly gaining more weight every month. Even though I fast every month, I still gain a little bit of weight every month. And I look more jacked and I get more development every month. We're in the process. You know, building this body with calisthenics, and it's working out great. Ace, this will be 10 on deck. So what am I on? I am on vitamin D, magnesium, creatine. What's that last one? I just said it. Zinc, right? Ace, 10 on deck. 10 on deck again. 10 on deck. Yeah. No test, no test. This is what's achievable. Listen, thank you for the compliment, but this is totally achievable. I'm 185 pounds, right? 10 on deck. If you want to see other people who look like me, just go to my Discord. Everybody's posting their results and they all got my same build. Right, 10 on deck. Yeah, everybody, the proof is in the pudding. Go check out the Discord. See everybody who's already come before you. Everybody who has come before you. Right, it's your turn. Two, 4, 6 cards left, guys. 6 cards left. You like my patch jacket? Yeah, thank you. For those of you who don't know, we are building another patch jacket. So thank you for those of you who sent in patches to my P.O. box. But we need more. We need more patches to get this jacket off and rocking. King, 10 on deck. Yeah, this jacket's got some memories. Me and my grandmother made this jacket together during my 6-month detox of methadone. This is what I did in my spare time with my grandma. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. I got Davy Tree up upside down because I got hit by a car while I was working there. And then I went from being a good employee and you know, giving them my all. And then all of a sudden they got like a team of lawyers against me because I got hit working on their dangerous job site. You know? Crazy. The jacket's got some stories behind it. Buddy. Yeah, it's time to make a new patch jacket. So if you got some patches laying around, send them to the P.O. box. 8s on deck. Yeah, we'll make another one. Buddy. Yeah, that methadone. Whew, they had me on 3 40-milligram wafers a day. Yep. Being a young man. And they gave that to me because I got struck by a car. Yeah, and the car hit my body while I was wearing a leaf blower. And it messed me up. And they gave me the methadone for pain management. Crazy experience, man. 5. Hey, what's up, man? Anthony, Ray, Shane, welcome to Muscles, man. Appreciate you members taking the time to support this community. 9 on deck. How many calories do I eat? Oh, I don't know. You got to check out my Discord, Facebook, or Instagram. I post everything I eat, but I don't count it. 9 on deck. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm not on gear. That's right. This is what's achievable with calisthenics and consistency. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Heck yeah, man. We got 2 cards left. 2 cards left. We're doing Queen. This is going to be 10. And we got this card. What do you guys think this one is? Last card of the deck. Ready? Where are we at? Allison says 4 of clubs. Xavier says 6. Will says a 4. I can't. Jack, King, Queen, Ace, and Joker, they're all 10 in my book. No weights. No weights. 3 of hearts. This is just calisthenics. That's all we do here. Ready? Boom. 7. 7 is the last card of the deck. Good job, guys. Heck yeah, heck yeah. And that took 47 minutes to complete that duration. Good stuff, right? Boy, my forearms feel freaking jacked. So do my biceps. That's good. That's real good. Oh. Yeah. That's it. Jesse, your tattoo is back to front, mates. Yeah, I'm tattooed all over. Tattooed all over. Good deal, right? All right, guys and gals. Today's a big day for me. It's bulk garbage day. That is right. It's bulk garbage day. I've been doing a lot of cleaning and organizing. I'm throwing so much stuff out. I'm going through this like midlife thing where I'm like, man, I gotta get dialed in on my life. If I'm not using it on the regular, man, it's out the freaking door. I'm super focused on fitness and just, making this channel as best as I can. So if it's not going to support this channel, it's out the door. So I'll see you guys later, 5 p.m. for our second workout of the day. If you guys are interested in one-on-one training, hit me up at jessepaulacoaching@gmail.com and we'll design the perfect plan for you. Understand it'll take a little while to dial you in, right? So have a good day, guys. Check out the Discord, Instagram, and Facebook, right? That's where I post all my eating habits in real time, right? If you want to know what I eat, it's all up there. All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you so much for being a part of this positive community. I'll see you later. Peace.